Well, with 2026 just around the corner, the housing crisis in full swing, property experts are now predicting that prices will continue to soar into the new year. A report out last month by Domain predicted that all major capital cities are set to surge by at least 4% by the end of 2026.
And while those prices feel out of reach for many, our next guest is here to reveal the secrets to finding affordable investment options under $200,000. You just got to get ahead of him. For more, Nathan Birch, property and investment expert, joins us live. Great to have you with us. Is it really possible to get something under 200K?
Yeah, still possible in most capital cities. It's getting more difficult. If I was sitting here 5 years ago, I'd be sitting here saying, you know, could buy in everywhere.
Heaps of options.
Heaps of options.
Yeah, right.
Getting more scarce. However, definitely still possible out there in 2025. Yeah.
So you've invested in hundreds of properties under 200K.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing to look for when you're looking at that price range?
A lot of people get fearful of buying properties for 200 grand. They think there must be something wrong. And if I look back 12 months ago, I was buying in Townsville for 150 grand, but they're now 400 grand. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that that market wasn't hot at that point in time. There's other markets within the country today that are still good value, but you want to make sure the numbers stack up. And for me, I always treat property investing like a business. I'm buying them as rental properties. I want to make sure that the properties are positive cash flow and that they're below market value. So if I'm seeing something for 200 grand and everything else is selling for 300 grand, I'm making money from day one and I'm minimising the risk. But I see, a lot of people speculating on $1.5 million houses with, very little blocks of land and stuff like that. For me, that's a big risk because you've got to put in a few $100,000 deposit into those type of properties. For 200 grand, 250 grand, you only need 30, 40, 50 grand to get started, and the rents generally cover all the expenses as well.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? We were just talking off air, and you're saying it's not the smaller capitals either, like Townsville and those sort of places. You were saying that something in Punchbowl in Sydney, for example, 350K for a two-bedder. In Melbourne as well, similar. So there are some places out there that could get you on the ladder.
Correct. This year, personally, I've added about 30 properties to my personal portfolio. I've bought, for properties under 300 grand, if we look at that range, up to 300, I've bought over 1,000 for my clients as well. Wow. Just cheapies that are out there.
Are you leaving anyone, any for us?
There's still enough out there.
Right.
There's still enough out there. That's the good news. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us, and obviously with investment, get your own advice. Well, with 2026 just around the corner, the housing crisis in full swing, property experts are now predicting that prices will continue to soar into the new year. A report out last month by Domain predicted that all major capital cities are set to surge by at least 4% by the end of 2026.
And while those prices feel out of reach for many,